Hello, my fellow constituents, if that's what the correct term is. I don't really know. This week, we are bringing you 2 parts to Reality Court because we had so much bullshit we needed to say, and Richie was an absolute dreamboat of a guest, and Anna wouldn't just shut up and stop talking. So you're getting 2 episodes this week, and we hope that you enjoy. Now, we're going to do a quick rapid fire here of some news stories that we need to get through. I just want your quick thoughts. Number 1, rest in peace, Jocelyn Wildenstein, Catwoman, has died.
Oh.
And, Anna, I know you have a lot of thoughts about Marisol and Catwoman.
I just thought who's going to replace her on Rome?
Yeah. Richie Skye, what are your thoughts on poor Catwoman?
I just wonder, like, how many surgeries she'd had before this. I mean, before she passed. Like,
So
exactly how many?
Yeah.
Since the 70s, she's been doing stuff.
What were they doing in the 70s?
Different stuff, different things that are less subtle than now. She had, she just kept pulling and pulling. You can't pull
Were they
that
doing
much.
fillers back then?
Yeah,
I think they were
doing
filling,
fillers.
but it was with like putty.
Yeah, they were filling it with like silicone
Concrete.
instead of and then it stays like bumpy and yeah.
Oh,
I feel bad for her. She had a young lover that was with her. She was married to a French one of the most important art collectors in France, who in fact there was always a little bit of a mystery around him because he had a lot of the works of the masters that nobody knows how he acquired them.
Oh, yeah.
But she
Wow.
was with her, much younger. And I don't know what to say about it. To be honest, I didn't know she was still alive. So it's not going to affect me that much.
Okay, moving on. We have Jennifer Aydin. Now, Jennifer Aydin has been a guest of the show, and she is getting a lot of flack for her sandwich debacle. Yikes. I don't think this was the best look. And let me say this. I will say this, that when we had Jennifer Aydin on, a lot of people told me I didn't know that side of Jennifer Aydin because she came on. She was so nice. She was so personable. She was so friendly. And then this was kind of more that Jennifer Aydin we get on the show.
Right.
And yikes.
She was people told me, "Oh wow, you guys made me like Jennifer Aydin."
Yeah.
I got a lot of that. It was unfortunate. I do think that is who she is. There's a side of her that is like that. I think that it's her own insecurities that make her talk down to people and make herself feel and I think, listen, guys, I'll say it and I'll say it and I'll say it again. A housewife is not a star. You're not. You have no real, you don't sing, you're not Beyonce, you're lucky that you're in the position that you're in, that you can make money by being yourself. So try that self to be a little bit more gracious and nice and not talk down to people.
She says this, but I know last week at Trader Joe's, she went, yes, I totally believe, Anna, that you went Karen on somebody.
Did I say that?
No, but I'm guessing.
I will go. And you don't even have to tell Richie because I will and I have and with work stuff sometimes I scare myself. I hang up and I go, Jesus Christ, what did I
Mm-hmm.
But not to people like that. I've never mistreated somebody that that's working at a restaurant. The lady that comes here to clean every whatever other week, I ask her everything. I said, do you mind when you have a second? Do you think you can do this? I am not that person. I'm not.
Mother Teresa we have here. Richie Skye, what are your thoughts on Jen Aydin?
Okay, so Jen Aydin, she's to me like, I don't know if she was trying to have like a Bethenny moment, with calling out Chanel. I don't know if it was that type of moment. How out of touch can you be? But I also think it's par for the course with her, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a moment where you are slightly inconvenienced, like is there really a reason to go live with that? I don't
Right.
like
No.
it's not. It's this is one of those like minor life inconveniences that we all unfortunately at some
Yeah.
point in time go through.
Yeah.
So to then take to your Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, knowing who you are and the platform that you have, to then go off on these people, I'm not surprised that the people are now clapping back at her,
Yeah.
like, and telling exactly what really happened from their.
There's
I don't
nothing worse than when you think that you're like in the right and you're like,
Yeah.
oh
Oh
fuck
my
yeah,
God.
everyone's gonna come for you, and then it's like, oh, actually, oh god, no one
I mean,
agrees with
she
me.
laughed at she mocked somebody's age. I mean, it's terrible.
I'm sure that's
Listen,
sensitive to you.
yes, and I've been a really mean person in other times in my life outside of Housewives, actually. Um, I'm not even going to get into it because it's things I'm ashamed of. But I think that the fact that she doesn't think she did anything wrong is a problem. I think
Mhm.
all the ladies from New Jersey are right now trying to be in the spotlight a little more and doing things a little more because it's kind of like a pick me situation. Um, the one that's doing it flawlessly is Dolores.
Oh,
She is just
love
really
Dolores.
doing it well. I think also another friend of the pod, Jen Fessler, who I love so much.
Oh, yes.
Um, she's also doing it well. But I think that Jennifer Aydin knows that there's a likelihood that she would not be asked back. I don't think Andy likes her that much, and but we'll see. I don't like. I
I
mean, I
wouldn't
think
ask her back either. Like she's just
right.
problematic online. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it.
I
Your
don't see
job is
her.
really easy.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
so
would
I think
say
that she was trying to make something. And yes, it's funny that you said the Bethenny thing because I do think that she thought that she could pull a Bethenny thing. And listen, say what you want about Bethenny, she has the skill set to pull that off, whether you find her obnoxious or not. It's always kind of clever and kind of like this wasn't that. This just came across as just mean.
did you see Bethany say that every holiday she gets a text from Simon Barney, Tamara Judge's ex-husband? She's like,
No.
every year she's like, I get a text, it's like, happy holidays, and she's like, I met the guy maybe one time, but for some reason I'm on his list every single year.
And
And
why does he have her number? That's
I
weird.
don't know, but I have somebody that like the only text we send to each other is happy birthday. So it's just happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Like that's over the years. That's
Once
all
a
our text
year.
messages are. Once a year we text each other happy birthday, and that's it.
Guys, if you're
Um,
listening to this, please go to the YouTube because the way that Ace keeps changing his accessory to different places. It just shows the versatility of it, and I think you can make it a thing.
do you
I
like
think you
this
can make it
look
a thing.
without the Century 21 jacket?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay.
I actually
I
do
think the shirt
too.
is not open enough.
Oh, okay. I can open it more
Yeah,
for you
you
for
could
sure.
show a little more jug in that shirt.
Okay. let
Yeah,
me
a little
just-
more jug.
There we
You go.
are. Well, okay.
Do we
well,
want
well,
more mystique or do we just want the tits out?
I like a
I don't
little
know, but
mystique for the
Okay.
jug.
Like a little
Just
aerial. My problem is I have small nipples, so it's like
you
I
have
can't do
the
too
smallest
much.
nipples I've ever seen. Ken has tiny nipples.
I can't do too much.
you could always apply some tape too, so it doesn't
Oh,
move.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh
Because
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
gotcha
just
tape.
be I don't want to just be out there juggling all around.
yeah.
Exciting news, guys, in the world of people who love trash TV. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has given birth to her beautiful baby that will maybe one day also kill her, Awoa. What are your guys' thoughts on Gypsy Rose and now becoming a mother herself?
Y'all know I
I
had to
think
Google who this was,
You
right?
didn't know who Gypsy Rose was? Oh my
course not.
God.
Of course not.
So
Of
I
course
went
he
down the
doesn't.
rabbit hole. I Googled her and I was
Yes.
like, oh, okay. Is it going to be Baby after lockup at this point? Is that
Yeah.
is that the spinoff that we're going to be getting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm
She's
here. Listen, whatever you got to do to stay up there, you know?
Gypsy Rose
She
is someone
she
like
says she's
if you try
she
to
says she's
explain
going through her
Gypsy
pretty
Rose to
girl.
somebody like in 2001 and you're like, no, she killed her mom and now she's a huge celebrity. Well, define celebrity, but like all of America's rallied around Gypsy Rose, and yeah, she killed her mom, but like we're moving past that. It's kind of wild to think about. This is where we're at in 2025.
It
And
really
it's funny, I
is.
saw an interview with her and she said, that she doesn't want to be talked about as the prison girl, and that she's having her hot girl moment. And it's like, take it easy, Gypsy Rose. And
Is
what
she hot?
parallel universe are
Oh
you?
God, no. In like, here's the thing. She has like that. She's got like a wonky eye situation, and she was finally able to, because her mom constantly was shaving her head, so now she's got some hair. And so I think she's like, wow, I'm so beautiful. And it's like, I love that for you. I love that confidence level.
Yeah, I do like that.
Now, something that you probably don't know, Richie, is that while she was going through hell with her mother, one of my favorite stories about Gypsy Rose is that her and her mom went to a movie where she was dressed in like a princess costume. And that's where she had her boyfriend meet her. And then they fucked in the bathroom, and she had her wheelchair and then a diaper on and then her princess costume. So I just think that's very romantic. Yeah.
What? Why a diaper?
Her mom just made her wear diapers. I think it was.
Oh, okay.
The
So
whole
this
shtick.
is a little Munchausen situation.
Do you need Gypsy Rose is the face of Munchausen by proxy. Her mom made all this shit up. Yeah.
Yeah, that I forgot.
Yeah, and Dee Blanchard, her mom was a monster. So it's like, yeah, okay, but
she deserved to die.
She deserved to die, but it's also like, it's so wild how we're just like, it's one thing to be like, you know what, Gypsy did that, and it's a sad thing, but I understand why. But we're like, I feel like so many people are not like that. They're like, Gypsy, Gypsy, Gypsy. Yeah. So
well, because we love to make. I mean, come on, the guy that killed the whatever, the CEO of
Luigi
United,
Mangione, put some respect on his name.
Hero.
He's gorgeous.
Richie, that's a good question. Is he a hero because he's gorgeous?
Yes.
Because if he were not attractive,
no. If he looked like some of those school shooters, absolutely not. No, like the ones who are incels.
I think this is a particular thing, because I think everyone has had issues where they're disappointed in their health insurance. So there's a little bit of that, which is why I think it's going to be so hard for him to find a jury that will convict him.
I don't think that's a hard thing for him. I think it's a good thing.
It helps that he's good looking.
Yeah. Look at Ted Bundy. It was like, people knew, they were like, look out for a VW bug. And people were like, this guy's good looking. He can't be a killer. They're doing what they're doing.
This is so random. Okay. So since we're talking about good looking people who kill people.
Yeah.
The Menendez brothers, I saw the Monsters on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
The Koch guy.
Yeah.
When he whipped that dick out in the shower, I was just like,
I was mind blown.
Yeah.
That's not what mine looks like. I'll tell you that.
But you're a grower. You're a grower.
It just goes like this.
But it's funny. We're more. That's Richie. I've seen Richie getting dressed.
Well, Richie was naked on TV for all of us.
Yeah, no.
So.
Richie's hung like a horse.
Richie.
Anyway, he is.
Oh, you piece of shit.
I mean, he's tall. He's black. I mean, come on.
Damn it.
Yeah, of course. He's like, Richie's beautiful. Like, Richie's a hot man.
So Richie, was that scene in the jailhouse showers, was that like a new fantasy unlocked for you?
Yes.
I think so. And I respect that.
I am guilty.
Yeah. Listen, I've never been with a man before too, and even I was like, well, you know what? If I'm in prison and these are what the prisoners look like, I guess I'll just be doing what I got to do.
I need to ask Richie something that's an aside really quick, because I know you're close to all the ladies from Potomac. Have you spoken to Karen after what's happened?
I have not. You know what's so funny to me? I interviewed her maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, right? And I was following her on Instagram, and somehow like I ended up unfollowing her, or she unfollowed me. I really don't know. So when I reached back out to interview her again, she never responded.
Oh, she got mad. Okay.
Oh.
I don't. So
because I know you work close to a lot of those ladies.
you know, when if I say something about somebody and I'm kind of honest in my reviews, I don't know how they receive it. A lot of people
Right.
receive it in fun. Like I can talk about Ashley Darby all day,
Oh
and then I
yeah.
can go to Fox 5 and she's totally cool with it because she understands. It's a job.
Right. Yeah.
But
Now, I
not
do want to
everybody's
let
like
you
that.
know, Richie, if I'm sure after this episode, the probably like TMZ is going to be reaching out and stuff because they're going to be like, what did you think about Ace and Anna? I would like for you to just please keep in mind that I'm very sensitive. You can say whatever you want about Anna, but just paint me in a good
He
light,
is so
please.
sensitive. He
Yeah.
is so sensitive. He suffers with comments, like suffers. That's why he needs at least one season on Housewives, even a friend of.
I'll be a friend of for sure.
He would be a friend.
Okay, couple more stories we got to get through. Craig and Paige. There are rumors now that Paige is fucking Domingo from Saturday Night Live, Marcelo Hernandez. But she's come out and been like, no, this is definitely not true. This is bullshit, whatever. Richie, how do you even feel about this breakup? Do you even care?
I care so much.
I do too.
You know, if I were a Summer House Southern Charm fan, I
Yeah.
could understand it.
Mhm.
And I know who she is.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with their story. I do think it's sad about their breakup because I'm really actually more interested in the why they broke up because I don't really think that's been really clarified.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just like,
I
oh,
can
we're in
tell
different
you.
places.
Well, there's the rumor that she cheated. So I'm like, okay, well, did that happen? And the only reason I want to know is because y'all put it out there. So, like, tell us what happened.
Don't you think that there's nothing more annoying than when you're on Facebook and some girl you went to high school with is like, me and John are no longer together and I will not be taking questions about it right now. It's like, bitch, we had to watch you tell us about how perfect John was for years. We deserve to know who he stuck his dick in, please.
Exactly. It's our relationship now.
Yep.
Otherwise, don't advertise it for us.
Agreed.
Look, I think I have a lot of feelings about this because I've always noticed that Paige was never really in it. I know that you might have not have noticed it, but kind of like Craig was too JV for her. I don't know if that she didn't like he has a very there's a feminine side to him, and I'm not saying anything about gay. I'm talking about he likes sewing, he likes embroidery, he likes this thing, and I think she likes the 6'5" blue eye finance guy. That is her world. Even Marcelo,
she's not sensitive. She's not like super soft. Like I think
no,
it's the New York in her. Like she is
yeah,
more cut and dry, and I do
yes,
feel like Craig has more of a range of emotions that I don't
yeah, he
think she
does, and
necessarily has.
yeah, and he did want to get married, and he wants the 2.5 kids, and he wants all those things. You know, there was an episode the other day, where he's making his podcast room, and he wants to have his embroidery machine and his Cricut on one side, and he goes, "Do you want anything here? Like, I can give you a wall." She goes, "For what?" He goes, "For like." For wrapping, like a wrapping wall, like some people have wrapping, whatever. She goes,
Gift
she's
wrapping,
looking
yeah.
at him like
Yeah.
he's from Mars, and the thing is, why
The
doesn't he know
timing
her
of their
enough?
breakup with Southern Charm premiering is really so sad to watch him be like, yeah,
It,
I was thinking about freezing my sperm. It's like, oh God.
no, he went to do it, and I just, it's so sad. I think that he's devastated. I think that she had ended the relationship in her head a long time ago. And so that's why she's not suffering as much as him. I think the success of Giggly Squad has made her believe that she's just unstoppable. But I think that this is going to hurt Paige. A lot of people love Craig, and they think that Paige did him dirty. And I think it's going to affect her popularity. I really do.
Can I say something that's related but slightly unrelated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We are never on task
I
here.
think that Paige, to be honest with you, and Lindsay should have been moved to Real Housewives of New York. Because I think that they would have made the show much more intriguing and interesting because at this point they're seasoned.
Yeah.
Right? They've done the Summer
That
House.
may
And they could
happen,
listen,
actually, Richie.
we could
Anna,
still
do not sit here and act like
this
this is the first time you've heard this because I've said this like 3 times on the show.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, I tuned
You
you out then.
alcoholic. I think that
tuned you
it's
out.
like
Was it the day I was high? Was it the day I was high?
probably, but
Oh,
I
I
agree with
listened
you
to that
so
episode,
much.
by the way. I loved it.
I agree with you so much because it's like Paige, I don't know how I feel about Lindsay, especially now that she's got a baby. I hate a new mom on any show. It's like you need to get your kids in daycare or something before we're watching you. But I feel like Paige on RHONY would have been so perfect and like
She's
more of
so New
her
York.
friends. Yes.
Yeah.
She is so New York. And he is so not New York. You know? I saw an interview with him, recently where he says, no, because we spend the spring and the fall in not Charlotte and Charleston, and we spend the summers in New York. And it's like, oh man, there's no we anymore. It kills me.
He needs one of those girls from Instagram and TikTok that do a lot of the household, like, you know what I'm talking about? They have all the Amazon things. I feel like he needs
I love that
like
about
a
him.
woman. I think he needs a woman like that.
Yes, and he will find her. He will find her.
Yeah,
Anna's available if need be.
I honestly want to give him advice as a mom, I
Mm.
also need to give Shep advice. I love that show, and I think those guys need my help.
Richie, before we go, I just am curious to know your top 3 Bravo lebs that you would have sex with. Kind of like, who is it that you have your eyes on? Who is it that you're like, oh, hell yeah. It's an important question to know.
Yeah, especially for you.
Before I was married, what I would say.
Yes, of course, obviously.
Oh my God. I feel like this is going to get me in so much trouble.
You're not going to get in trouble. Your husband's so cool.
Oh God, who would they be?
PK.
Okay. This is going to sound weird. I've actually never had sex with a woman, but
oh my God, you're a gold star gay.
He can only be gold star if he was C-sectioned.
No, that's platinum.
Oh, okay.
He lives in Peoria, Arizona.
I'm gonna list a woman first. Ashley Darby.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
There's something about her when you meet her that she has almost like a little bit of a masculine type of energy to her. That's super sexy. Then for men,
Karen Huger.
Peter.
Oh, this is gonna be real bad.
Oh God.
Okay.
And if it was just a one night thing.
Okay.
Jax Taylor.
Oh.
One night. Sorry.
You know what?
I know.
Let me explain that away for you for a minute. I think that you're saying this because I'm sure you're getting a lot of heat right now. I think that you're saying this because you want to dominate him. You want to put him in his place, right? Hopefully.
No, I just think it would be good.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's.
We need one more. More.
Okay. One more. Oh God, this is gonna be bad too.
Oh no.
There was a new guy on Summer House that totally did Sierra dirty.
Oh God, what's his name? Joe
Wes. Yeah.
No,
he said did Sierra dirty.
No, the tall one.
He kind of
Jesse Solomon. It wasn't him.
Jesse.
No, it's Wes. I'm telling you. He said you're not listening. Like you don't listen to me. No, he says. He just said he did Sierra dirty. Who was dating Sierra? Wes.
Oh yeah.
I think his name was Wes. Yep.
Oh really?
You know what? I will say this. I found myself very attracted to Wes in the beginning of Summer House. I was like, this guy's awesome. And by the time we got to the reunion, I was like, fuck you. I hate you.
Yeah, I liked him at the beginning too.
It's one of those types of things where the douchebags, it's always better with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Sierra is one of the most beautiful women on all of Bravo. In the world. There's something about Sierra. She's just gorgeous.
She's incredible.
Okay, Richie, talk to us about your book series, the Wickedest Wives books. Like, I see that it is like probably as the worst of the worst.
He thinks I'm the most underrated housewife.
Oh,
I do actually, because Anna in person, the Anna that I worked with should have done way more to those ladies. You would have the real you would have given it to those. And I'm like,
Yeah.
the way she gave it to our former co-host. Oh, wow.
So mean.
Listen, Anna is spicy.
Okay. So these books, it's like Housewives meets Scandal meets Bridgerton. Is there a lot of fucking happening? You know, because that's kind of the...
absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Book 2 more so than book 1.
Okay. Book 2, you were like, okay, I'm horny now. Did you find yourself getting horny as you went through the writing process?
No. I found myself thinking to myself, like, what would a woman be thinking in this moment? Right. So I'm kind of like channeling like what those feelings might be, because those scenes are from the perspective of the women involved. So it's what would they want? And I had to really just sort of, at one point in the beginning, I was like, it was kind of vanilla because I didn't know how far my audience would want me to go. But then I realized, y'all want me to go far. They want to feel like they're there.
So it's like a little bit 50 Shades.
Yep. It gets there.
They want to hear like about his cock throbbing inside of her and oozing his man juice. Like the women they like their smut. I'll tell you that.
I discovered that.
Yeah. I've read some of those books.
Where can we get these books? Amazon?
Amazon.com.
Okay. And then now I would love to join you on this. You are hosting and partnering trips to Cape Town in April and then Zanzibar, Tanzania in September. And you teach people how to save 80% when they travel. Like, can you, I don't know how to do that. I'm the worst travel booker of all time.
You've done some great trips already.
Oh yeah. So I teach people, there's a lot of ways that you could do it also with like credit card points and transferring those to miles. But there's also exclusive memberships that you can join where you pay like a monthly fee and they give you access to destinations, vacations up to 80% off, like 5-star resorts. And you're paying a fraction of what you would actually be paying if you would go to the hotel site yourself.
Oh, I need to get my shit
Where do
together.
we get this information? On your website?
Yes. And you can go to my social media. Everything is on all of my social media. They're all the same at DJ Richie Skye.
That's RICHIE.
SKYE.
Sometimes I think people think Richie's going to be with a Y. We're hoping to do a live show in Nebraska. So I'm hoping maybe you can help me with the travel there. Cause it's, pretty international for us. DJ Richie Skye, we have loved having you here. Your takes have been the best. We're so grateful that you joined us because we know this is very beneath you to hang out here with us.
Not me. He's done it before.
we hope that you'll come back, but court is officially adjourned. Anna, go take your nap now. I know it's about that time.
I know it is about that
Richie,
time.
go make sweet love to your husband and, live your best life.
And play the highlight reel of Jax.
Yes. Guys, go and leave us a 5-star review only. We do not want your feedback about how you don't like us or don't like the things that we're talking about. And to all of you who have something stuck up your ass who are like, stop talking about sex. The reason you're saying that's because your husband doesn't do you. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Court is officially adjourned.